Here are 50 brand new features and things coming to GTA 6 that have been confirmed by early gameplay, leaks, and insider information coming from Rockstar Games themselves. First things first, and this is going to be a very handy upgrade, and that is instant character switching between all of the main characters you're going to be playing through the storyline as in GTA 6. As of right now, there has been 2 confirmed protagonists with a potential third based off the early gameplay that was leaked a few years ago. And unlike previous GTAs like GTA 5, where there is going to be a loading screen transition, you are going to be able to seamlessly switch between characters, which is going to save a lot of time and hassle and just make doing the storyline a lot easier and quicker. On top of this, the game will also feature a shared inventory system, which allows items to be shared among the different characters while also having their individual inventories, which again is not a massive upgrade, but it's just a quality of life upgrade that definitely makes it a lot easier to play the game. And having a shared inventory that you're able to use across all 3 to 4 characters, depending on how many they're going to be, makes it a lot better to do the storyline. And while we're on the topic of the inventory will be neatly organized into different categories such as weapons, equipment, and gear, making it easier to manage than all the previous GTAs that we've seen. And it's also been rumored from insider sources that there is a good chance the weapon wheel is actually going to be designed and based off of the one that we have in Red Dead Redemption 2, which is a very simple but easy to use weapon wheel that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy if the one in GTA 6 is based off the Red Dead 2 one. There's also going to be weapon loadout limitations, with players having a limited carrying capacity of 4 weapons in different slots for 4 different types of firearms, which again is just heading in that direction of realism, which is actually going to be a very common theme for a lot of the upgrades and changes coming in GTA 6 that we have confirmed so far. Players will also be able to extend their carrying capacity with weapons by using duffel bags, adding a layer of realism to the game, which is something that's actually not new. You guys are able to use duffel bags to upgrade your inventory in GTA 5, but they are going to be a lot more functional and a lot more important in this newest iteration of GTA. And while we're on the topic of guns, we actually know all of the leaked weapons that were showcased in the leaked alpha footage, so I quickly just wanted to go through this list in case you guys have not seen. A lot of these are pretty standard weapons, but again, they are confirmed, so it's cool to see that we are going to be getting these in GTA 6. Starting things off, we have the grenade, the hunter sniper, the knife, the micro SMG, which looks like a little mini Uzi, a Molotov cocktail, a straight up pistol handgun, a pool cue, a pump action shotgun, the RPG or rocket launcher, and then we're also going to have smoke grenades, a spear gun, which is very interesting, the fist, which of course is a staple of GTA, the assault rifle, baseball bat, bolt action sniper, compact SMG, which looks like the Scorpion from Black Ops 1, a crowbar, a fire bottle, which I think is just the placeholder in the files for the Molotov, which we already covered, a flashbang, and then the 2 that I'm most excited for here is a golf ball and also a golf club. There is a chance that you might be able to walk down the street and literally hit golf balls at the civilians and NPCs. I cannot wait to see how this is going to work, but it was featured in that early gameplay that unfortunately we're not able to share with you guys on the channel because Rockstar does strike for copyright. Also, for those of you guys that want to stay up to date when we're posting or even connect with us and people a part of the community, we actually launched an official GTA Mania Discord, so make sure you guys go join that. A link will be down in the description. We'd love to see you guys over there. Now, continuing on this list, it also goes on to say we will have the ability to carry first aid kits, trauma kits, and prescription pills to address injuries, which again, it just goes back to that realism theme. It's something that we've never actually had to worry about in any prior Grand Theft Autos, but having these different things on your person is actually going to help in terms of the injuries and damage your player takes, which I think is really cool. There's also going to be upgrading looting opportunities and scavenging for valuable resources depending on where you're at, which is really cool as well. Interactions with NPCs, including friendly greetings, robberies, and melee attacks, are also going to be getting drastically changed for the better. There has been a lot of advancements in AI or artificial intelligence technology over these last few years, and there's actually been a lot of rumors about the NPCs in GTA 6 actually being AI controlled, and each one is going to have different interactions based on what you say to them, based on the different situations that you're currently in, and also depending on how your character dresses and looks will change the output of what these AI NPCs will actually say to you, which makes the possibilities endless for interacting with the environment, which just makes the game 10 times better. There's been a lot of testing with this recently from the video, so there is a very good possibility we see this in game. We're also going to get advanced vehicle hijacking techniques with immobilizer bypasses and Slim Jim tools to make it to where you can actually hotwire vehicles, which basically just makes the carjacking system a lot more realistic than the regular old just hop in any car and of course the keys are there and it starts like in older GTA titles. We're also going to have the ability to carry and transport bodies, which will be interesting, especially with GTA Online after taking out some toxic trash talkers, being able to take their body and like throw it off a building or a bridge or something is just hilarious to me. We're also gonna have a new feature that allows you to throw cans at unsuspecting NPCs. So if you guys basically want to be a scumbag and just throw stuff at NPCs for no reason, there is going to be a new feature for that, which I think is hilarious. We're also gonna have a new option to surrender to authorities if you have a certain wanted level where the cops will actually plead with you. Obviously, if you've just murdered a bunch of people, or you got in a crazy accident, or you're shooting at cops and you have a very high star level wanted system, the cops are not going to plead with you. But if you have like a 1 or 2 star for a petty crime, they're actually going to allow you to turn yourself in. There's also going to be police pat downs during interactions with law enforcement, which again just comes back to that realism side of things. We're also going to have the ability to assume a prone position for tactical maneuvering and stealth, which again is something that I'm very, very excited about and looking forward to, even though it is a just small addition to the game. We're going to have enhanced clothing details with realistic wrinkles, dirt, and sweat. NPCs are going to react to your character appearance and cleanliness, which we talked about earlier. So depending on how dirty or clean your character is or what he's wearing, the NPC interactions will vary and change based on how your character looks. There's also a new mode of transportation, which is going to be the metro train, which was actually revealed to us in the early gameplay. We got footage of how this is going to work, and I am very excited for that as well, man. I can only imagine the interactions we're going to be having on the metro subway. Just like in real life, there's probably going to be a lot of crazy stuff going down with the NPCs and other players you run into. GTA 6 is also going to have the most advanced and extensive car customization options for personalizing vehicles, and they're actually going to be able to customize every little detail in the interior of every single vehicle you purchase, on top of all the exterior changes and cosmetic changes you could do like we saw in older GTAs, which is very exciting because that means you're going to be able to soup up and detail every little aspect of vehicles that you purchase. There's also going to be many side quests to find missing people and solve mysteries, which is going to be a new aspect of the game, which I think a lot of people are going to enjoy, and they're actually basing this off the quest system in Red Dead Redemption 2, where apart from the main storyline and quest, you're going to be able to do little side missions and stuff to earn more XP, rank up, and basically just complete the game with all the little Easter eggs and side missions they have to offer, which is something they've never done before, so I'm excited to see what these quests are going to entail. There's also going to be a bunch of different tools, which are also going to have their own category in the inventory system, which is going to be for navigating challenges such as locking picks and hacking devices, which is going to be something very interesting. We're also going to have engagement with a social media platform called What Up, so there is going to be a social media network within GTA, which is a very interesting concept, but knowing how many people are going to be playing the game, I feel like this virtual social media within GTA's world is actually going to be relatively popular, so I'm excited to see how that's actually going to work out as well, as if we don't already have enough social medias in the real world. There's also going to be wind boats and sailboats for water transportation, which is something you were never able to use in older GTAs, so I'm excited to see how that's going to work. On top of that, there's also going to be aquatic exploration with swimming, surfing, and scuba diving, and it was confirmed based off of job list postings that Rockstar's actually hired a team of 20 engineers specifically to work on the realism of the water mechanics. So everything aquatic based in GTA is going to be very, very advanced from the previous water mechanics and things that we've seen in older GTAs. So these brand new features with swimming, surfing, and scuba diving are going to be 10 times better than anything we've seen before in previous titles. There's also going to be working surveillance cameras, so depending on where you commit your crimes based on stores and areas and alleyways, if there is surveillance cameras that catch you, police in-game can actually utilize that to find you at a later date, which again just makes the game feel a lot more realistic to real life, which I think is a really, really cool aspect that I didn't think we'd ever see in a GTA title. There's also going to be the ability to work out and build muscle for character customization, so instead of just making your guy an absolute unit and tank, you're actually going to have to work out in game, and it's going to be a lot more realistic. If you want your character to look a certain way, you might actually have to put in time and grind for it, just like in real life if you're going to want to build muscle and make your guy a lot stronger. There's also going to be random encounters with rabid dogs, adding danger and unpredictability with a bunch of different animals that could be rabid and just randomly attack you, basically to just make the world around you a lot more interactive, and it will also add that factor of randability, which I think keeps the game fresh and fun. There's also going to be property ownership with multiple safe houses across the map, so investing in real estate and buying a bunch of different houses and properties is going to be a lot more doable than older titles, which I think is awesome. There's also going to be enhanced drive-bys and the ability to lean out windows with weapons and actually shoot at people completely out of the window. We did get this image right here that actually showed off what this feature is going to look like. It also shows off Jason, which is one of the 3 protagonists that has so far been confirmed for GTA 6 as well, for those of you guys that were unaware. We're also going to be able to stuff bodies in car trunks for realism, which kind of goes back to the new mechanic that's going to allow you to pick up and move bodies around. Pawning items for cash at local pawn shops is also going to be possible if you're trying to make a quick buck with some of the lower tier items that you're not going to want to use anymore. Golfing is also going to be a sport and a casual activity you're able to do, and I'm assuming there's going to be multiple different golf courses within the different cities and map areas that we've seen. And finally, embracing the chaotic spirit of a Florida man in unconventional situations, since obviously the game's going to be taking place in Vice City, which is themed off of Miami, Florida. So that's going to be really cool as well, man. It seems like since this game's going to be taking place there, the NPCs, especially being ran by AI and being heavily advanced, are going to be absolutely insane. And there's going to be so many random encounters we're going to be able to actually take place. So I'm excited for that and to see how it rolls out. But there you guys have it. There is 50 brand new features confirmed for GTA 6 that have come from the early footage, leaks, and also insider information from Rockstar. Let me know down in the comments below what feature you guys are looking forward to the most in GTA 6. We'd love to know your guys' feedback. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, my friends.